The Heat are off to a 4-3 start, and LeBron James says the team is playing like feces defensively. That may not be verbatim. I'm Kerry Chow, joined by ESPN.com NBA reporter Michael Wallace. Michael, what do you make of LeBron James's frustrations?
I make of it that, number one, he's hurting. He's still dealing with the back issue, the back spasms and the soreness and the tightness. And now this team's, effort is getting on his nerves a little bit. And part of it is him. I mean, he's not trying to absolve himself from some of these defensive issues. As a matter of fact, Jeff Green was his guy. So two of the most miraculous plays Jeff Green of the Celtics made in that last game came on LeBron James. I mean, the dunk blow by in the first quarter and the shot to win it at the buzzer at the end. So he's not absolving himself, but he is frustrated that this team hasn't yet put together their best defensive efforts consistently.
Yeah, you mentioned LeBron's back. How hurt is he?
I mean, he's been dealing with this since training camp. I mean, this is something that he's not going to come out and blame his wedding, and his honeymoon on his condition right now. But the fact of the matter is that did take away some of his conditioning time that he normally spends in the summer. I mean, he calls it Hell Week when he takes a week and a half and just really, really grinds himself to get back in shape for the season. And he wasn't able to go, get with Kevin Durant or Chris Paul or any of his buddies to do that Hell Week training regimen. And he spent the last couple of weeks leading into the training camp, on a honeymoon. So those things, he's trying to get his body back under him, back together, his legs back under him, and it's just a process right now, and the back thing is a residual of some of that.
Yeah, you make a great point. Certainly not wise for the James household if he blames the wedding or the honeymoon for his problems. So defensively, is this an energy issue, or does someone need to step up?
It's not necessarily energy, because we're seeing them play phenomenal basketball on the offensive side. This is a team that's ranked first in offensive efficiency in the league and 25th defensively in efficiency. So they're doing enough offensively to really, really look good. I mean, as Dwayne Wade said at practice on Monday, this is the best that the offense has played probably since he's been there in terms of, averaging almost 30 assists over a 3-game stretch, and everybody's moving the ball. But defensively, it's just about assignment basketball. I mean, don't let your man beat you, and if your man does beat you, you better look behind you and hope that you can rely on some help. And, continuity does play a part of this. Miami's already had 3 starters miss games in the first 7 games already. LeBron's dealing with a bad back, and so it's some issues there, but, give him another 2 weeks. If this is still a problem 2 weeks from now, then you have to really, really raise your eyebrows.
But at this point, certainly no need to panic.
No need to panic, not yet. They've done it before. They started off ranked 26 in the league in defensive efficiency last year through November, and they ended up running off 27 straight, in February and March, and then winning a second straight title in June. So this is nothing that these guys haven't seen before. But if you're Eric Spoelstra, you're not saying go back to these bad habits and rely on that. You're saying, look, let's fix it now and stop the bleeding as soon as possible.
And of course, remember, do not blame the wedding for any problems. Good stuff as always. That's ESPN.com NBA reporter Michael Wallace. For the latest on Miami, be sure to check the Heat Index. For Michael Wallace, I'm Kerry Chow with your latest ESPN headline.